Alright, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Ryan. I own a little sign shop. And I picked up this cold roll laminator off eBay. It's your standard China cold roll laminator. This one here, this particular model is a 54 inch. It comes with two adjustment knobs, handle over here to operate the rolling mechanism. Before I purchased this unit, I went to YouTube, like many of you probably are right now, and that's how you found this video. But I really couldn't find a good tutorial or a demonstration on how it worked. I was new to it, you know. So, and these actually come in a variety of sizes. I think it's like 28 inch, 36 inch maybe, or something like that. But like I said, this is a 54 inch model. When I received it, it came in a wood crate. It came right away. It shipped out of like California or something. And the crate was kind of busted up. Some of the stuff was kind of bent. So I did actually take it apart and I kind of reworked it. I straightened some stuff. So it's not quite ready to go right out of the box. But what do you expect for just over $200 for something like this and coming from China, right? So as far as I'm going to demonstrate here, I have some Oracale lamination and some printed vinyl. I'm going to show you what I do, and it's actually pretty easy. Like I said, I couldn't go off a tutorial to learn this machine. So along the way, I made some repetitive mistakes, not understanding why it was happening, and I wasted a lot of material and ultimately money. So, all right. So first things first is you have your lamination. You're going to go off the straightest edge possible. What I do is I'll insert it until I can feel both corners stop. Then I will grab the roller and I'll suck some of the lamination in. Hopefully the camera picks this up, but the one thing you got to watch out for is that there is a gap between the metal section here and the roller, and sometimes the lamination or your vinyl or whatever you're laminating might actually coil down in there, and that can be a problem because once you start, you really can't stop, and you'll see why in a minute. So what I do is I'll kind of get it started. I'll cut enough lamination off to completely cover my work plus some. So maybe in a different video, so you adjust when you're printing, you adjust for that. So you obviously want to start on this side because it's shorter than down here. So you have to remember, you want to get as much material on there as possible. Hopefully that came out right. Okay, so now that you got the lamination started, what you're going to do is you got to kind of peel the backing off. With wider sheets, this becomes more difficult, so it might be a two-man job. But with something narrow like this is like 16 inches. You can get the backing off, okay? Very carefully. You do not want this to crease or stick to each other. So what I'll do sometimes, I'll actually use my hip and hold the backing paper down, pull it, relax it. I prefer to have a table or a flat surface on the other side of this so the lamination can actually lay on it versus draping over, like if you have this on an edge of a table, like how this is, but we're going to do it the opposite way, if that makes sense. Because it's more likely to, dry air, the static in the air, a lot of this lamination is so thin, it'll stick to each other. So one thing I know the camera won't be able to pick up, but down here I have it pulled tight, and I'll actually run my index finger along it and push down on the backing paper as I kind of tug gently to get it tight against the roller. You don't want any gap. Okay, now like I said, you're going to take for a printed something like this, you're going to take the shortest end first. Then you want to line it up, slowly push it in. Same scenario with the lamination. You want to push it in until it stops. Make sure it's lined up on both sides. What you can do is actually hold it and run down to see where your lamination is going to approximately stop. This one might just make it. And then with something narrow like this, I actually don't even use the handle. I actually think it's kind of a nuisance. When I turn this by hand, I feel I have a lot more control. And you just do it real slowly. Now, the overhang of the lamination is now on the roller. So what I'll do sometimes is I'm going to keep an eye on it, because I don't want that to fall down, because it'll stick and create a wrinkle, and then this part of the work is junk. So I might just lightly touch it. Okay, that worked out pretty good. Alright, this is what you're left with. It's laminated. No wrinkles, it's perfect. Then you just trim the excess off. So anyways, where was I? So it's really crucial that you, when you're inserting the lamination, like I said, it comes to a stop, and then you do the same thing, like say if you're doing like a photo or a document or something, you want it to stop, because what will happen sometimes is it'll either start to run, it'll start going diagonally, or a lot of times you might end up getting actually an air bubble or a crease, and that can ruin your work. So it's really crucial just to take your time, line everything up. But it's pretty simple. It's a really solid unit. I've owned it for, I don't know, 6 months now. I really haven't had any issues with it. I've been liking it. Like I said, the wider the lamination, the more difficult it gets. I'm sure, with me using a bigger one, this is almost kind of a two-man operation anyways. But if you're looking into like getting like a 13-incher or something small just to do like photos or documents or something, you should really have no problem. As far as the lamination goes, you can pretty much get it on any vinyl website, like US Cutter or of course eBay or Sign Outlet, one of those places. If you have any questions regarding this unit or something, just drop a comment. I'll try and reply. I'm a pretty busy guy, so but I hope you took something from this, and if you decide to purchase one, eBay or Amazon is where they're at. Just remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, my packaging didn't come very good, and this thing was kind of tweaked up. So have some tools handy. You might have to straighten some things out, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of the price you pay. So yeah, if you learned something, drop a comment. If you got a question, leave a comment. And thanks for checking out this video.